Slow Wembley pitch predicted to have big impact on Man City vs Liverpool score. Manchester City and Liverpool fans could witness a high-scoring FA Cup semi-final thriller on Saturday thanks to the Wembley pitch, according to Stan Collymore. Liverpool and City are locked in an epic battle for silverware this season. The North-West rivals are neck and neck in the Premier League title race and have both reached the semi-finals of the Champions League and FA Cup. Jurgen Klopp's Reds have already lifted the Carabao Cup and are on course for an unprecedented quadruple, while Pep Guardiola's league leaders would replicate Manchester United's famous 1998-99 treble if they get their way. One side's hopes of FA Cup glory will end on Saturday as they line up against each other at Wembley for a place in the FA Cup final against either Chelsea or Crystal Palace. City and Liverpool played out a scintillating 2-2 league draw at the Etihad last Sunday, and Mirror football columnist and former Liverpool striker Collymore believes there could be even more goals in store this weekend. Manchester City will be happier than Liverpool with Sunday's point because it means they're still top of the table and a point to the good with, on paper, the easier run-in, Collymore said. Liverpool have closed a 14-point gap this season, though, and the quality of both teams means we should still have a title race that goes to the last couple of games. Of course, the two sides meet again in the FA Cup semi-finals on Saturday, and, if Liverpool win, which I fancy, that could just put a little dent in City's belief. Although I also know the FA Cup will be the least of both sides' concerns between now and the end of the season. In fact, if you told Pep Guardiola that City would win the Champions League if they gave up the domestic cup competition and Jurgen Klopp that Liverpool would win the Premier League again if they were to lose the cup, I'm convinced both would send out the under-12s at the weekend. I expect a different game given it's a one-off and Wembley plays a bit slower than the Etihad or Anfield, and if Liverpool's defense plays as it did in the first half at the weekend then it might even end up 3-2 or 4-3 to one of them. Have your say. Who will reach the FA Cup final, City or Liverpool? Join the debate here. City and Liverpool both progressed from the Champions League quarter-finals in midweek but were made to work hard for their places in the last four of the competition. Liverpool conceded 3 goals against Benfica in their second-leg tie at Anfield but scored 3 of their own to ensure their 3-1 first-leg advantage paid off. As for City, they endured a hostile atmosphere at the Wanda Metropolitano as Atletico Madrid were unable to break down Guardiola's team despite all of Diego Simeone's tricks, with a goalless draw enough for City after a 1-0 first-leg victory in Manchester. City held their nerve, though there were farcical scenes as furious Atleti players had to be held back as they tried to confront Guardiola's players in the tunnel after full-time. Jack Grealish and Stefan Savic had an altercation on the pitch, with Savic also thrusting his head towards Raheem Sterling after an incident with Phil Foden. The trouble then spilled into the tunnel as the teams headed to their changing rooms, as a video from French TV station RMC Sport showed Savic being held back by teammates as he tried to confront Grealish. Shortly after, Aymeric Laporte seemed to be targeted by Atleti defender Sime Vrsaljko, who was then seen making a lunge at Laporte from afar, only to be restrained.